Get ready for the biggest, most unpredictable cooking competition in the world.
That national cooking competition will feature one of West Michigan's very own. 100 Cooks is Food Network's biggest home cook competition in the network's history. The show is hosted by Michigan native Terry Crews and premieres this Sunday. You'll see a familiar face among the competitors. Liz Delacroix of the Lemon Bowl was chosen out of thousands of cooks who applied from across the country. 100 cooks were chosen and will go head-to-head in a 7-week culinary competition. The winner takes home $250,000. Liz, how exciting that you were chosen out of thousands of chefs across the country to compete on 100 Cooks. How do you feel representing West Michigan in this national competition?
It feels exciting. Dream come true. Truly surreal, but really exciting.
Yes, we are so excited for you. It premieres Sunday. Now, kind of tell us how you got involved in the competition. Did you have to send in videos of you cooking here in this kitchen?
So they found me on Instagram.
Nice.
And so a casting agent found me, and lots of interviews, questions, lots of just, telling my story. I don't know how it happened, but thank God it did.
Yes, here we are. So kind of walk me through, what was the competition like?
100 Cooks is comprised not just of cooking, so there were cooking challenges, there was also trivia, there were also skills challenges, so it really is not your average cooking show.
Yes.
In fact, it is their biggest ever cooking competition. But one example that I thought would be fun to kind of show you today is we had a few themed challenges. So there were so many different topics, but it could have been noodles, rotisserie chicken, one pot sandwich, baking, one that we did with eggs. And essentially how it worked is there'd be a set amount of time, and the time did vary based on the challenge, of course. So, for example, if it was baking, you got a little bit longer, sandwiches not as much. And essentially it's a time challenge, cameras are on, clocks are rolling, and you go from there.
And because you do have cooks that are from all over, you all were encouraged to sort of incorporate your own style, your heritage, right? Tell us about your cooking style. We know you are with the Lemon Bowl, a name many of us have heard. So tell us about your cooking style.
Right. So the Lemon Bowl, I'm Lebanese, Middle Eastern, lemon, garlic, olive oil is pretty much in everything we do. And so for my breakfast, an example of what we might have done on an egg challenge, I immediately thought of a typical Middle Eastern breakfast, which is eggs, Kalamata olives, labneh, which is a strained yogurt. I'm going to kind of demonstrate to you what a Lebanese breakfast, wrap might be. It's nice because it was quick, easy, true to me, and really something that we eat on a regular basis, and it's delicious.
I love it. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, good.
So you've got some ingredients out here already.
So I'll get started here. So it's really pretty simple. It's the biggest thing is you want to have some really good, delicious pita bread, which we have here. But really, you can wrap it in anything you have. Tortilla, whatever you've got on hand, lavash bread. And essentially, we're going to scramble some eggs. And once the eggs are scrambled, you're going to put it together in a delicious
And this is something that you can do pretty quickly at home, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to do it right now. I do this all the time. I have 2 boys. They're 12 and 14. So, boys are always hungry. And it's a really easy breakfast that it's, protein packed, it's satisfying, it's also portable. So you can grab it, run to the car.
Grab it and go.
Right. We're all busy. So.
And is this something that you've had since childhood? Like, is this a recipe that's special to you in that way?
Yeah. So my great Aunt Vive, she really kind of taught me the art of eggs with labneh. Now, here's the thing. If you're not familiar with labneh, think of like sour cream in terms of tanginess, but Greek yogurt in terms of like acidity.
Okay.
It's creamy. It's actually high protein. It's low calorie. It's yogurt, so you've got probiotics.
Nice.
It's really good for you. And the trick is that when we serve labneh, we're going to head over here, we sprinkle it with za'atar. And za'atar is a Middle Eastern spice that's got thyme, sumac, sesame seeds, which kind of paired with that strained yogurt brings it alive. And here we're just putting it into a breakfast wrap.
Nice.
Another little trick for you when making eggs, we like to use clarified butter.
Okay.
So you could, of course, though, use whatever butter you have. You could use olive oil.
Why do you prefer clarified?
So clarified butter, which you might know better as ghee, is Basically, it's a little bit nuttier, toastier. Essentially, it's the dairy fat solids have been separated.
Okay.
So it's technically also dairy-free, paleo, but we just like it because it tastes delicious. So I'm just going to scramble these eggs and get them in here. And you guys, this is home cooking. We are not chefs. I'm not going to strain these eggs so they're perfect. We're not trying to make a fancy French omelet here.
Because that is the purpose of the show, right? Sort of highlighting and featuring these different home chefs from across the country.
Right. I mean, we're cooking, home cooking. So this is food that I eat in real life.
Yeah.
Not something, you know, so fancy or so elegant. Don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for all of those things. But this is really what I'm eating at home when I'm serving my kiddos.
And when you need something quick for you and the kids.
Exactly. Or if you're on a cooking competition and they're timing you, this is a quick and easy breakfast dish that is just truly delicious, not just something, you know, you're making to make.
Not just throwing it together.
Right.
And so what do you think? 10 minutes before you head off to get the kids to school?
Yeah, pretty much. This would be done. And to be honest, nowadays they're making this.
Oh, nice.
Because, you know, I kind of raised them in the kitchen. But yeah, so you could make this really quickly. Like I said, you could also
even better when the kids make it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, quick, easy, simple, home cooking. But again, it is true to, you know, where I come from. And that was what was so special about this show, is that you had people from all walks of life, from all over the country. And it was honestly, we wished we could have eaten everyone's food, because we were up, the way it's set up, and you'll probably see some of this in the footage, but it was almost like arena stadium seating.
Yes.
So that set was completely designed brand new just for the show. And you've got Alex Guarnaschelli, Nick DiGiovanni, who my son has his cookbook and idolizes, and then of course Terry Crews from Flint.
Yes, and that had to be so exciting for your son to see you working right alongside someone he idolizes.
Oh yeah. So now we're pretty much ready to start assembling.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring these eggs over here, and what we're gonna do, actually, I'm gonna slice some tomatoes, and we're gonna assemble this. A little tip I did learn years ago: whenever you're assembling a sandwich, if you want to make it a little bit tastier, you want to season all the components. So not just, of course, we've already salt and peppered
but not
eggs.
just the eggs,
right?
Everything.
It's just going to make it all a lot tastier. Yeah. So we're going to take the lumni. It's again that strained yogurt, creamy, tangy, really delicious. We're going to sprinkle that with za'atar. You want to smell it?
You can just smell all those spices.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really grassy. Again, it's not spicy. It's just really warm spices like sumac, thyme, sesame seeds.
Lots of flavor.
Lots of flavor. And then let's do this. Let's put the eggs next. And again, you could honestly cook the eggs however you wish. I just find scrambled to be what my kids like the most, so that's what we do. And then we're going to put some tomatoes in here.
And honestly, it seems like a light breakfast.
It is, yeah.
How light it is.
Yeah.
The butter that you use for the eggs.
Yeah, Middle Eastern food is pretty light. It makes you feel good afterwards. You're not feeling too heavy or bogged down, and it really kind of sets you up for a good day. All right, we're going to cut this in half. And that's really it.
Perfect.
Like, I mean, could that be any easier or more delicious?
It looks delicious.
I know.
It's super easy to just take with you and go.
Exactly.
Liz, thank you so much for showing us this delicious recipe that we can easily try at home, and can't wait to see the show.
Same.